a lot of you just like to count, and it's not going to work in this lesson. So we have to know how to do some other things. So this is advanced slope. This is section 5.5, I believe. Advanced. Okay, so let's just do some problems. Some people say the answers are here, but not really. You have number one. Actually, I should do number two. Let's do number two, and then, because you don't have answers to the evens. So we'll do number two. And there's plenty of space to do the worksheet right on here. I'm not sure about the other side. Depends on how big you write. But number two says -3, 2, and I have another ordered pair, 3 comma k. The question is, where is that point so that I get a slope of -1? So this is right here. It says exercises at the top. It's the little side. And maybe it's taking 2 days to do this. But we do have to watch our times. We have to get to quadratic. So we're just reviewing slope. But I don't know if you did anything like this last year. So if I were to graph -3, 2, just to get a little sketch. Okay, so I got a point there. And 3, 1, 2, 3, this is going to be somewhere on this line. The question is where, so that I would get, and when I want to put a point on there, so I can get a slope of -1. What quadrant will I be in? Is this a slope of -1 here? Okay, girls, pay attention. So iPads away. Nobody needs an iPad. Not using iPads. Okay? And I find that you guys get distracted too easily. Would this be a slope of 1? -1? No. So where does this point? Paris? Where does that point have to be? I need you focused here, not on Cole.
It was actually on slide.
That's okay. Where would that point be? Could it be here? Is that a slope of -1? I got to go down, don't I? So it's going to be down here someplace. The question is where? Okay? We're going to try and figure out what k is. I suppose you could count, but let's pretend that the number's not nice. So do you remember slope formula? Do you remember it? Slope formula. No, that's the equation of a line. That's coming next week. Y1 minus Y2 over X1 minus X2. If you're going to go on in any kind of math and you have to pass the MCAs in junior year, you have to know slope. It's part of the exam. It's how you graduate. If you don't pass it the first time, then you have to take a makeup class in the summer. And then you have to take another, if you don't pass it then you have to take your senior year and take an extra class in math. I don't think you want to do that, so we want to work hard now so we don't have to do that. Why is it nice? I'm using my hand. Okay, so the slope is equal to, this is simply substituting. Remember, I said you really should put these parentheses in. Many of you don't want to do that, but you really do need to do that. Now, we have to put the numbers in the right place. Notice I wrote mine vertically because I want to get them right. And if I see them horizontally, like right next to each other, I tend to get the X's and Y's mixed up. Just the way it is. So I like to do the Y's first, but I don't care. You can do the X's first. Nick? What am I going to put in here? Now, I also like to keep this unknown thing here, this K, I like to keep it first. Because I don't want to do 2 minus K, because then I got negatives, and I'm not very good at those. Okay, so put K in here. Then what has to go there? 2. Now, which one's with, Taylor, which one goes with the K? The +3 or -3? +3 minus a -3. Okay, did you get that? Girls in the back? I'm just substituting this point into the formula. Some of you are going to say, hey, wait a minute, I don't want a K there, I want a number. K stands for a number. And I want this slope to be equal to a -1. I have an equation, but let's clean it up. It's messy. Because k is the y value. Remember? The y's go in the numerator. Well, we're going to get an equation to solve. It's called a proportion. So let's simplify that first. So k minus 2 over, what's this going to give us? No, it isn't. Make this adding the opposite. It's what? 6. Take your time on math, and you need to get it right. If you don't get it right, it's worthless. Okay, Sky? You okay with that? Now, this is a proportion. You know what we can do? We do it in science class all the time. We cross multiply. So I can take, technically, it's the product of the means, these middle ones, equals the product of the extremes. So that k minus 2 times 1 equals negative 1 times 6. So k minus 2 equals negative 6. How do you solve? Now, I don't care. You can do by inspection, but if you don't know what it is, how do you solve for k? Add what to both sides? I want k all by itself. I want to isolate it, so I'm going to add what? No, not 6. I want k by itself. The expression is I want to isolate. K is very seriously ill, and negative 2 is going to get sick with k if we don't get rid of the negative 2. Plus 2. And you do it to both sides. Now, I can do this. I've been doing this for a long time. Almost 50 years. So k is equal to what? Negative 6 plus 2. And negative 4. If you have problems with the integers, these are integers, they're positive and negative whole numbers. We're not going to do the fraction stuff because there's no point in it. I would do it all on a calculator. But with integers, it'd be nice if you can do it by yourself, but maybe not. But use a calculator. Now, shall we see if that's really true? Now, what we did was we solved this equation. What does it mean to solve? Because when we know what solve means, math is easy. Did I solve it correctly? How would you know? How do you double check? That's right. You put it back in. What if I have x plus 3 is equal to 5, and I tell you x equals 1? Did I solve that correctly? Jake, did I solve that correctly? You've got to know the vocabulary here. Do you not have it? Yeah, you do. You should be writing this down with me. Well, how do you know it's not right? No, it's not a complicated answer. How do you know I did that? How would you know that's right or wrong?
It's right there. No, it's like,
I'm claiming 1 works.
you know it's wrong because 3 plus 1.
There you go. Because if I put this back in here, I don't get a true statement. Okay, so to solve means to find the numbers that make the sentence true. Some of you guessed a 1 and that didn't work because we just, unless that's wrong, that's possible. Find the number or numbers, because there could be more than 1, that make the sentence true. I do this all the way through calculus because when I know what solve means, then my life is so much easier. And I'm sure nobody's made you sit down and write that down. You need to write that down. What does solve me? Actually, everything I have on the board here should be written down. I do save the smart boards, put them up on Schoology, so you could always fill in the gaps. Okay, so solve means to find numbers that make the sentence true. So let's go all the way back to our slope up here, and I claim that k is equal to negative 4. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put in negative 4 right there. And this is getting messy. So let's do it. I can change colors, but it's minus 4, take away 2. I better put parentheses there so I don't mess up. Over 3 minus a negative 3. We will do a whole bunch of these. I'm not going to do just one and let you go. Well, I don't even know what the answers are. Okay, what does this work? This gives you what? A positive 6? You know if you did it right. This gives you what? What's a minus 4 minus 2? Minus 6. Is that a negative 1? Yes, it is.
Just because the K is on either the Y or the X, does it matter? So
Yes, it does. It has to be in the numerator if it's y and on the bottom if it's x. Does it matter if it's the second one you run into? No. It's just easier to solve if the k is first.
okay. So if it was on the X instead of the Y.
If it's down here, that's fine.
All right. So now just.
So is that number 4?
Yeah.
We're going to do the same thing. Let's do number 4. We can come back. Oh, yeah, that's the next one. Okay, ready? And by the way, it worked. So let's add a page. And number 4. First I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this because it's so easy to put these numbers in the wrong place. K and negative 2. Maybe I should highlight them in different colors. The x's we'll put on, we'll do yellow, and the y's, how about we do green? If you're colorblind, that won't help you. Okay, Grant? You should have this written down. So you need to do this with me. Answer only will not get you any credit. No credit for answer only. You got to do the problem.
The -5 I'm just mixed up.
Did I copy it wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was setting it up already. Never mind.
I haven't done anything. Okay, ready? So my slope is y1 minus y2 over x1. Whoops, I didn't want to write that. Go ahead. X1 minus x2. So I'm going to color this. The x's are the, whoops, I did the wrong color, didn't I? This one. I forgot I hadn't changed colors, but I can fix it. And then the x's are in the denominator. Does that help? Because you got 4 numbers, you got to put them in the right places. I'm trying to think how many ways you can do that wrong. X goes on the bottom. So now, do you want to do the y's first? I like to do the k's first. I want that one to be first because I don't like to see something minus k because that means it's more complicated to solve. So you want to put the k here. What's the other x value then? It's colored -5.
And -2 and
Okay? You have to have y over x.
-2 and 8.
Okay, slow down. Not everybody's with you. Okay, shh. This is just a value. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what it is. But I'm going to put the k in the x position. I like to put it in first. I don't want to see it over here with that negative sign. And once I choose k there, who's partnered with k? -2. Sorry, I almost got myself messed up. And then, what's the other y value? Last choice. 8. Okay, so what does that simplify to give me? Now, this is all, you know how to add integers? This is adding the opposite. So what's the numerator going to give me? Right, what's that numerator? -2 plus a -8 is? No, -10. Because it's -2 plus a -8. That means you're going to go 2 to the left, and then you're going to go 8 more to the left. So you're going to be over here. In other words, you write a check for $2, write another check for $8, you're going to be $10 overdrawn. Not a good place to be. It was a -2 minus a +8. And what do we do with subtraction? What do we do with subtraction? No, we change them to their opposites. Subtracting is adding the opposite. That's right, plus a -8. So it's -2 and -8. If you don't believe me, use a calculator. What about this one? I'm going to make this adding, and that's going to become its what? Opposite. No, this is k plus what? No, there's no 10 there. Plus 5. No, we're not adding. That is, but we're not writing k plus 5.
I'm
Taylor, put your iPad away. We're not using that.
I'm lost.
You don't know how to do these?
I don't know how to do any of this.
You don't know how to do a -2 and -8?
Well, I do, but I can't.
We're going to keep doing problems.
I'm trying to, but it's like I'm not making something.
Well, we're going
Do
to...
this, I want to see what it is.
Okay, shh. What's that equal to? I don't even know. I didn't write that down. It's equal to 5. Now, this is not anything new. The only difference between what I'm done here and yesterday is that I don't know what k is. It's exactly the same thing we did yesterday, but I have a letter there for a number. That's all.
I want to do like figure it out. Would you set it up the same way though?
That's how you set it up. And now what are we going to do? Cross, multiply. You have problems with this? You're having problems with the integers. You have this originally. A -2 minus a +8. This is where the problem is. And that's k minus a -5.
Wait, can I show you?
Yes. Yeah. Do I have them in the wrong place? No?
No. I like so you would set it up like
What's that say?
that's a K. Just
Oh.
go with it. Okay. 5 and then equals -10. Is that how you would set it up?
No.
How I set it up?
The slope, which is this, equals the slope, which they said was 5. K plus 5 is not equal to 10. Let's see what we get.
I'm totally lost.
Thank you.
I thought I had it.
Yeah, see how you don't.
Okay, you guys? Shh. It's not that hard. Focus. This is the slope using slope formula. This is the slope that they told us. It didn't say that the difference in the x coordinates was equal to -10. It said the slope is equal to, I mean, not negative, is equal to 5. It says the slope is equal to 5. What's the slope between these 2 points?
-5.
That's right.
Thank you.
What's the slope between these 2 points? How do you find slope between 2 ordered pairs?
You subtract.
Did you guys do your homework last night?
No, I didn't get it.
You were just upside down, that's all. You subtract them, that's right. Paris, let's do this a different way. What's the y coordinate you want to put in here? Which is y? 8. Then this goes where? The one goes here.
-2.
See, you did fine. And then this is what?
K.
No, we put the 8 first. Who goes with 8? -5 makes a difference in your sign. Minus k. I don't know about you, but that looks hard to solve. I'm going to get -5 equals, what's that 8 minus a -2, Mariah? Taylor, what's 8 minus a -2? No. 10. Over a -5 minus k. Do you really want to think about multiplying these guys together? Maybe you do.
What happens with 10?
These guys get multiplied together. This is cross products. So 10 times 1 has to equal a -5. Here's why this is hard. Okay, so we have some problems with signed numbers, I can see. What's 1? It's not 1. It was whatever the denominator. If the slope was 2/3, it would be a 3. You just have to do what it says. So, do you guys know how to multiply this out? How to distribute this? We're going to be doing distributive property with letters. It's coming up. Oh, no, wait, we've already done that. Mariah, do you know what a -5 times a -5 is? Good. Now, I have to multiply my -5 times this negative of k. What happens to those two negatives? Plus 5k. Now, can you guess to see what that is, or do you have to solve? Lalo? How do you solve that? I want to solve for k. I get rid of anything adding first. What would you like to get rid of, Mariah? An idea of a color you want?
Purple.
Okay. I want this guy alone.
That's like two.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, go on 25.
There you go.
The other side, and then you figure that out, whatever it is. And then once you do that, then you're gonna divide by K.
Well, what is this? Okay. Shh. Do we have problems with that? Then you need a calculator. What's 10 take away 25?
What if you 15? Oh,
You're $15. Are you? Do you have any money? Or are you overdrawn?
you have money. You have 15.
I have $10 in the bank, and I write a check for 25.
No, but it's negative.
It's negative 15. That's overdrawing.
Yeah, okay. Then you're gonna do 5.
Check this. Is this 0?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna just now you're cross that little K thing.
Okay, now what do we do?
Divide the 5 space.
Divide by the 5.
Cross out the 5. Cross out the 5.
And what's K equal to?
3.
What kind of 3? Okay, so we're going to do all the evens in class. It takes the whole period. And then your job is going to be doing the odds. And we'll come back and do the back side of this tomorrow. So we get it, because it looks like you need some repetition. And it also looks like you're having problems with the integers, the positive and negative numbers. So if you need a calculator, just borrow mine, because it'll do it all for you. So, well, the iPad calculator isn't as nice as mine. Plus, I want to get us used to it. I do have a file that I can give you to practice with integers if you need practice. Okay, so you have to know how to do it.
I need practice big time because I don't get this at all.
Actually, you do. We just don't know the positive and negative numbers. Okay, so help me with the next one, Paris. Are we ready? Okay. Everybody should have this written down. If you do it on another piece of paper, when you hand it in, you will staple the work to it. Okay, Michael, do you know what to do? We're going to try number 6. I'm just waiting for people to catch up. Number 6 looks a little different still. I kind of like not using the pens. Okay, write it this way. Those of you who are resistant and having trouble, don't be resistant. I've been teaching for a long time, and I know that the problem is that we get messed up with the x's and the y's. And it tells me my slope is 1 out of 2. Now I'm going to color this again. We'll put the x's in yellow. We'll put the y's in the green. And I'm going to make an equation out of this. I can find the slope 2 ways. They told me it was 1/2. Can I find the slope between these ordered pairs? Okay. Do we have a new color? I already have red, but okay, I can do. What's that? White on white. That'd be very effective. Okay. So it's y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Okay, you guys, I'm pulling out all the tricks I can think of to help you get these in the right place. So I'm going to subtract the y values, and I'm going to subtract the x's. And the x's are on the, I did that again. The x's are on the bottom, and the green ones are on the top. Does that help at all?
Yeah.
Michael, do you get that?
You know how X's, I thought X's were like stars, only X's and then just the yellow. No, what yellow? No, yellow's on the ground and the grass is got, it's messed up, but it works.
If it works, it works. I don't care. Okay. Whoopsie. I don't want that. How about that weird green?
No, you gotta have red and black.
Oh, I do? Okay. Hey, you guys. Jake, do you have them in the right place yet?
Yeah, I do.
Paris, do you know what goes in here? I don't care. There's only 2 choices that'll go there. You want to put the 3 there?
Why would you tell me?
Oh, I thought that was her. Well, you don't have to put 3 there. No, you tell me. Okay, 9. That's this guy. Done. Who goes here then? 3. Done. Now, 9 is with what? 9 is with paired with whom? 5. It's a matter of putting them in the right places. Okay, done. Who goes last? Who goes in here? Okay. And that's equal to 1/2. What I'm seeing now is that you're having problems doing this arithmetic. Well, this one's not too bad. What's 9 take away 3? You know that one. 6. 6 over 5 minus k. So if you don't know how to do the numerator, use a calculator and get it right. Okay? I don't care. Okay, Cole? This equals 1/2. Now what do we do? Remember how we multiply across like this? We multiply these together, and we multiply those together. What's 6 times 2, Nick? It's 12. 6 times 2 equals, and if I multiply 1 times 5 minus k, is that going to change anything? What's 1 times 5? What's 1 times minus k? Minus k. Multiplying by 1 doesn't change anything. Jake, do you have an answer for me yet? You might be. You guys need to be focused and be in the right place. These are the exercises. The other side says worksheet. 5.5 worksheet. This is 5.5 exercises. I don't know why the 5.5 got cut off. It takes me a while to do these, by the way, because I have to take the picture, I have to email it to myself, then I have to open it up in a very slow opening program. Then I have to copy it, paste it in, and then convert it to a PDF. That's what I have to do for every single one of these things. It's a real pain. But I'll do it. Okay. Hard part now. How, Yusuf, do you know how to solve for K? We're not using our iPads. Oh, you still? Okay. Let's say. What do you want to do with the 5? Okay. Now, if you don't know how to do this, we can do these on our calculators. Now, do what it says. Nick, what is this going to give me? 17 equals, what's 5 and 5? What's 5 and 5? It's 10. Did I get rid of the 5? Paris, put that away. Did I get rid of the 5? Did the 5 go away? She's close. She's got the right number, but the wrong.
Oh, I meant minus 5.
Oh, okay. So you know, I'm going to erase this. It's better just to erase and start over. So now we're going to do, she says minus 5. Whoa. Because it's the one with the K. Now, I taught linear algebra last year, and here was the biggest problem. Everybody forgets about the minus with the K. That's why I suggest you put the K first. So this is what? Grant, what's 12 minus 5? Do you know what $12? I'm going to take, you get 12 bucks, I'm taking 5 from you. There you go, you do know. Equals. None of this I don't know anymore. You guys, you're in a small class. Jake, do you need to sit someplace else? You will tomorrow. Okay, let's finish this. That goes away. But you know what? I don't want minus k. I want a positive k. How do I get rid of the minus? Not adding. This is a negative 1 times k. So to undo multiplying by negative 1, we will divide by negative 1. Otherwise, math requires you to think. So I had this, 7 equals negative 1 times k. What number can you put in there to make that true? If you try a positive 7, is 7 equal to a negative 1 times a positive 7? No, it's not, is it? This says find the opposite. So 7 is equal to the opposite of what number? Forget memorizing. Think. Isn't 7 the opposite of a negative 7? Yeah, math is where you think. Because it's not right. I don't like it when I'm wrong. Okay, I want you to try the next one. Cole has a request, so I'm going to come over and look at it. Try the next one.
It's all right. Did I set that
Which
up
one?
right?
Where are we looking at? This one? and it's 5 over 4. What's this? Oh, I see. Okay, so that's 5 over 3 minus k equals 5 over 4. This is the slope. What's the slope? 5/4. They're equal. This equals that. You have it set up right except for now. This has to equal that.
So how?
You set it equal and you cross multiply. But I can
Okay,
show you a
so-
clever way to do it
So you
too.
go like this. So you go like this. You go like that, and then cross multiply.
Yes.
So then,
So we're going to set up the next one. Ready? Should be ahead of me.
what is the answer?
I don't know. Oh, I do know once I get it set up. Because I have a clever way of doing it. Yes! Oh, just listen to my videos. They got to be funny. Especially this class. Okay, Nick, Jack, have you come to the board to try this? Can you write nice? Okay, don't forget to put the parentheses in. He's going to give it a try. So first, put the parentheses in. Remember, slope is change in y. Where's my board here? Yeah, that's right. Slope is and by the way, you get it upside down and you're feeling bad about getting it upside down, the advanced placement kids get it upside down too. I know, because I've graded it. They shouldn't get it upside down, but they do. These are the y's, and these are the x's. Okay, what are you missing, though? You're missing a minus sign in between here. It's a fraction. It's subtraction. How do you find how far you've gone? Between mile marker 10 and mile marker 20, you subtract them.
All right, so you get 20. 20 when you do 5 times 4, and then you get 2.
Now you have to distribute 5 times 3 is 15, and 5 times minus k. Write it out.
Oh, no, wait.
Now, some of you need to write these things out.
No,
You
it's
can't
20.
distribute in your head.
20.
That's 20, and this is 15 minus 5k.
15?
You have to multiply 5 times 3 and 5 times k. Okay, let's see what he's got. Okay? I don't think, let's see. K minus 3, this should be negative 1, and that should be negative 6. That's all. That's not bad.
See, I got it wrong.
No, that's not bad. All you guys, don't think of us being wrong. Think of what your mistake is. Okay? This is equal to 5/4. We're going to talk a little bit about what something means here. Okay, why do you struggle in math? Because you don't know what things mean.
Really quick.
Okay, you guys, simplify that numerator while I answer a question. Have it written down.
Alright, so now what do you do? So it would be 20, and then r equals.
So you have to have 15. What do you have? 15 minus 5k equals 20. See, that's what I want to get to. You're not getting that. Okay, you guys. Okay, Nick, what does this end up being? I don't like minuses. What's 6 minus 1? 5. 5 over k minus 3. Now, anybody clever? Can anybody tell me right away, right now, what the answer is? Lucas, you might be able to do this. Numerators are the same. Why does it be true about the denominators? If those fractions are equal, what has to be true about the denominators? They have to be the what? Don't they have to be the same? These fractions are equal. 5 over what equals 5 over 4? 4. So what can you take 3 away from to get 4? No, 5 minus 3 is 2. I want something minus 3 is 4. Yep. Okay. You guys, I need everybody to pay attention to this. Okay, even if you're getting this, yes. I know, you're not the only one. Okay, Allison? Okay, you guys, this is a parentheses. When you multiply the 5 times that denominator, pay attention, Nick and Grant, No, you're talking. Listen to me carefully. You can't, this is a single number. I don't care what K is. Once K is something, that's a number. Might be mine. Okay, you guys? I need you focused here, Taylor. What's K? What's K minus 3? It's just a number. It's all it is a number. So when you multiply these, you must distribute. It's not just 5 times the 3 or 5 times the K. That's a number, like 10. I don't know what it is. And then we multiply it. We get 5K minus 15. Do you remember distributive property? Do you remember that? Equals 20. Now what are we going to do to both sides? We're going to have a quiz on Friday. What do we do to both sides to solve for K? Nick, do you know what to do next? I want K all by itself. I want to get rid of this guy. How do I get rid of minus 15? Plus 15. Because what's a minus 15 and a positive 15? This is your chance to ask those questions. Next year your class will be big. Okay, Jake, do you get it? Cole, do you figure out what you did wrong?
No, I just need help on this.
We're doing the same one.
No, I'm doing one on my own.
So 5K equals what? What's 20 and 15, Grant? What's 20 plus 15? 35. 5 times what? I don't care if you show the divided by 5. I know what it is. It's 7. But you know what? Because these numerators were the same, the denominators have to be the same. So I looked at it and said, oh, this has got to be 7. Use your intuition. Use your understanding of numbers. Think about what the numbers mean, and you'll be much better off. Now, Cole, I will come.